Alright, gotta match it with Biggie from Pawn Stars. Let's just get this over with. Alright. So he leads with an Aerodactyl and I lead with my Reggie Steel. Figured he'd taunt, so I just go straight for the Iron Head. It does pretty nice damage. I know I could 2-hit KO this thing, so I'm happy about that. He sets up the Stealth Rock before he dies, and Reggie Steel just takes him out without taking any damage, so I'm happy at this point. Alright, so now he brings in the Gyarados that I'm not scared of at all, but I have to switch out anyway, so I go to Latias. He Dragon Dances, and I'm still not scared of this thing. Now here I go for the Thunderbolt, because I really don't feel like missing with the Draco Meteor just in case, but he shows me an Evire, and that's kind of gay. So I switch into Gastrodon, who will take on this Evire with ease, and he hidden powers and it does jack shit. So he Thunderbolts expecting me to Mirror Coat or something like that. So and I missed the Toxic, so that was a pretty waste of a turn. So he cross chops and gets the crit. Does nothing extraordinary, so I Toxic. Things are going pretty well for me at this point. Evire Toxic, can't really do shit. So he cross chops and it misses, so I recover and I go back to full health. Now here I'm expecting him to switch after this, so I go for Ice Beam. He showed me the Gyarados before, so it'd pretty much be useless for me to Earthquake. Ice Beam does nothing, but it's still a little bit of damage, I guess. So I switch back into the Latias, and he taunts. This is going to be good for me now. So I Draco Meteor, because whatever he brings in, unless it's resistant, would die most likely. So I Draco Meteor and Gyarados gets crushed. Awesome for me. I start very good. So he brings in the Flygon, and I switch out back to my Reggie Steel, and he anticipates this and goes for a Fire Blast that he misses. So what can you do? So I switch out and I go back to Speedy, which is great for me, and he Fire Blasts, and this will do absolutely nothing to me. Gastrodon just is taking everything like a beast right now, and I'm just happy about it. So he brings back out the Evire, and I expected this, so I Earthquaked, and Evire is gone. So I'm doing pretty goddamn well right now, anticipating everything and pretty much outplaying him at this point. Alright, so Speedy's in pretty good shape. He brings out the Infernape, and I figured Grass Knot was coming, so I switch out. But he anticipates that too, and goes for the HP Ice, which will pretty much leave Latias alive, but not do enough, but not leave it with enough to do much afterwards. So he brings in a Snorlax, and that scares me. This is pretty much the turning point of the match. He starts to mount the comeback. So I start by taking my Gyarados out, knowing that he's gonna curse up. Now, just in case he switched, I would like to just set up a Dragon Dance, but he didn't. He cursed, so that's gonna be pretty bad. I knew I should have cursed first, but no, I should have taunted first, but I didn't. So that cost me. So I taunt now and stop him from cursing up any further, but his Snorlax is still in pretty good shape to pretty much sweep me. So this fat thing had me pretty scared for a little bit. So I Dragon Dance up, and he Body Slams, and this does a hell of a lot of damage. So damn. Alright, so I figured I could survive another one, so let me just get some damage on this thing, and I Waterfall it. It does nothing. Well, not as much as I expected it to do. So he Body Slams, and I die, and that's pretty whack. So now I'm really scared of this thing, and I only have one poke that could really take this on. So I take out my Evire and I go for the cross chop. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't KO, but I get the crit and gets rid of the Snorlax, and I am relieved completely when I see that. So he brings out the Infernape again, and I don't even know. I think he would have anticipate a switch again, so I just stood in hoping to get a hit on him, but he close combats, which is the smart thing to do. And Evire is gone. Infernape was the scariest part of this match. Now, I wasn't sure if he was carrying Grass Knot, but yeah, he is, and there goes Gastrodon now. So now I'm getting really worried with this Infernape. Alright, so I have my Registeel come back out, and this is pretty much my last hope. Now, I'm happy he did not have Fire Blast, or I probably would have died, but the Flamethrower lets me live. And I Earthquake and the Infernape is gone, and I am happy about this. Very, very, very happy. I feel like I've won the match. But then I forget that he still has the Flygon left. So I figured he'd lock himself into Earthquake, but he locks himself into Fire Blast, and Registeel just takes it like a beast. And I Iron Head and get a crit, but that really wasn't anything big, because what comes out next is pretty much going to end him from full health or whatever. So I take out the Drapion. I go for Ice Fang here. He Fire Blasts, and it ain't really gonna do shit to me. So Ice Fang, which would have killed him from whatever HP he had. So good game, I guess. Rate, comment, subscribe. You already know. Peace.